Hello, beautiful beings, and welcome to the Desire More Show with me, Maria Wington, your host. How are you all doing today? I'm so happy to have you here with me. And I'm going to wait a little bit for our guest. I hope she shows up. You never know, but if this is the first time you're watching me live, my name is Maria Wington of Morph, Transform Your Reality, where I help you step out of trauma and reclaim your power. And this show is all about having you bring up the desires that you have or what you desire right now and really clearing away everything that's preventing you from having that in your life. And so if you're watching live and you would like to be on this show, I would love to have you and see where we can facilitate you and the places that you are holding on to things that are blocking you from receiving what you desire. Okay, so I'm hoping that our guest, I think her name is Ebony, I hope she shows up. But sometimes life happens and I don't know what's going to happen. So we'll see. But if you're watching and you desire and you want to join me, please just send. You can click on a button and ask to join the live, and I would love to be with you and have you. So until she shows up, I'm going to share a little bit about what I've been going through and what I've been dealing with in my personal journey. And some of you maybe will tune in and feel to this too. So if you've been following, I broke my arm last Wednesday. I took my kids ice skating. I broke my arm. And it's been over a week now. I have surgery scheduled for next Tuesday. And it has been very challenging. It has been very challenging. And the biggest challenge, beyond the physical challenge, is the part of receiving. Receiving has been the hardest part so far. And I didn't know and I wasn't aware of how much I have been blocking receiving in my life. I have all the ability to give to everybody and everyone, but receiving has been hard. And when you have to receive, when you don't have a choice, you have to let it in. You have to depend on others to do a lot of stuff for you that you can't do for yourself. You have to allow receiving to happen. And what I realized was that the biggest lesson, because when big life things like this happen, and you don't need to wait for them to happen, okay? I feel like the universe gives you little messages here and there. The universe sends you almost like feather drops of, right? Of how to handle different situations. And sometimes the universe has to give you a big on your head, wake up. You want to receive this? Well, you have to wake up and get the message. So first of all, what if you didn't have to do that? What if you didn't have to have the universe hit you on the head or break your arm or send you a message in a way that is going to hurt? Please wait 1 second. My son is calling me, so if you can hear that, just ignore. He will figure it out. So, my message was loud and clear. My message was receiving. Receiving. Why am I blocking it? Well, my learning, so I started diving into learning. Can you come here? I'm doing something. I started diving into where am I blocking my receiving? And why am I blocking the receiving? And what does receiving mean for me?
I need the passcode.
Then you need to watch something without a passcode right now.
No.
Yes, because I'm doing something and you have to wait. You can wait till I'm done or do something else until I'm done. You can choose. No, I can't. I'm in the middle of doing something.
Can you tell me the passcode?
No. These are your two options. To watch something else or wait for me to be done. Okay? I want you to go out and make a choice.
Why can't you do that?
I am in the middle of something and
Why didn't you tell me the passcode?
Because I don't want you to watch that show right now. So watch something else.
It's Sonic.
I can't do it
It's
right now.
the show of Sonic.
Okay. I can't do it right now. I'm in the middle of something and I can't stop it. So please go and I come later. Close the door. Life with a 4-year-old. So take a deep breath in. Let it go. Now ask yourself, where am I blocking receiving? And before I went into this, I went into, why am I blocking receiving? What does receiving mean to me? What does receiving mean to me? And all these beliefs about receiving came up. Now this is a question I haven't really asked myself before, right? I didn't realize there was all this stuff about receiving. Well, receiving to me was, receiving always comes with a price. Receiving is really painful. Receiving equals letting somebody in. Letting somebody in could be really painful. I lost my dad in a very young age, and it went back to that. Okay, I was about 9 years old, and it traced back to that. This is where this belief has formed, that loving somebody so deeply really, really hurts. Really, really hurts. And so I'm not going to let anybody in, really in. And letting somebody in is receiving. So everything this is bringing up for you, everywhere you've been hurt by others and decided to block and not let anybody in, everywhere you've maybe received from people and it came with a very high price that maybe you're not willing to pay again, everywhere that you've blocked your receiving because it's too painful to receive, everywhere you received something and got duped for it, right? Got taken advantage. How many times in this reality we get burned, we get hurt, we suffer, and that is how we start acting in the world. Our body is keeping us safe by blocking receiving. If I can't receive this from you, I can't be hurt. But yes, it's keeping me safe, but it's also preventing me from receiving the stuff that I really want to receive, right? So if I'm sending the universe a message, I would love money. I would love tons and tons of money to come into my life. Well, if I'm letting something come into my life and the idea of letting something in hurts, doesn't matter how much money the universe is going to send me. I have a block on. I can't see it. And it's just going to bounce off that wall and I'm never going to receive it. And so I know that this thing with my arm has definitely happened because I needed to look at all these places. I went from a very independent person that does everything for everybody else and takes care of everyone to someone that can't drive a car, right? I can't drive a car right now. Can't take my kids to school to their electives. Can't do anything around the house. Can't cook or have catering business, right? There's a lot of things that I need to learn to receive help from others right now. And this is a very hard lesson, but I'm very grateful for the awarenesses this situation has brought to me into my life, because I know that the gifts behind all of this, I know the gift behind all of this will definitely manifest and multiply and bring so much more ease into my life on the long run. So for you, because our guest hasn't showed up, it's like I'm facilitating myself live for you today. Where are you blocking your receiving? What experiences in your life have blocked you from receiving? Okay, so go back, close your eyes, go back and bring up those situations, those experiences, those traumas that are blocking you from receiving. Ask your body to show you, where are you blocking receiving? Where am I blocking receiving? Where am I defending not receiving? Where am I avoiding receiving? Ask your body to show you, and then destroy and uncreate it all. Just destroy and uncreate it all. Return it to sender. Because you don't have to carry this burden anymore. And you don't have to hide behind the walls of your pain. You don't have to hide behind the walls of your suffering. You don't have to hide behind this like fortress that you built to protect yourself. I know for me that if I can open the door for receiving, and I'm really working on it, I have no choice right now, and that's another gift the universe is giving me, because if this didn't happen to me specifically, I probably would never learn to receive, and I would not have these awarenesses. So even though this is a painful situation that I'm in right now, like physically and emotionally painful, it's still a gift. So what situations in your life are a gift for you now? What awarenesses are hiding behind this hard situation? Okay. What awarenesses can you learn and can help you to grow and evolve on your journey? I truly believe that everything happens for a reason. I believe that you are here for a reason. And even though when I just broke my arm, I kind of dove into, this is really crappy and I don't want to be here, and this is really hard, and this is really painful. And I took the time to acknowledge that, right? I broke my body. It needs to heal. How many times do we dive into the pain and let it wallow us and swallow us? We're not able to see the light. We're not able to see the gift. So what I realized is, by taking the time, acknowledging your pain, acknowledging the sadness, letting all those thoughts wash over you, all the beliefs, all the fears of what's going to happen, how's it going to work out, I can't see the light, right? Wallow in it. Take a few days, wallow in it. Take a few hours, wallow in it. Feel the pain. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge your fear. And then step out and say, okay, I wallowed for 1, 2 days, 3 days. Make yourself a time limit. Set an alarm. I'm going to let myself cry this out for the next 2 hours. And then I'm going to step out and choose something different. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to see what I can receive. I'm going to look around and find something that makes me happy. Something that brings me joy. Start with baby steps. Go outside. Step on the grass. Go to a park. Hug a tree. Light a candle. Anything that can snap you out of the wallowing. Because it's so easy to fall into that rabbit hole. That's the easiest thing to do. It's so hard to choose to step out of that mud puddle. But if you can choose baby steps, right? Okay. Not feeling that great. Baby steps. I'm going to watch a movie that's going to make me feel good. I'm going to get a really good coffee and sit outside in the fresh air and smell some fresh air and breathe in and just relax. Start with baby steps. And then ask, what awareness am I not aware of here? What is this teaching me? How can I receive more? So, please let me know, what can you do? What are your little things that can help you snap out of the wallowing? One of the tools that I always share with you is, who does it belong to? Because I truly believe that 99% of the stuff that we deal with does not belong to us. So ask, who does it belong to? Ask the questions. Who does it belong to? How does it get any better than this? What is the awareness here? What is the gift here that I'm not receiving? And just see what comes up. Don't judge it. Just tune into it. Tune into you. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was a contribution for you. I'm sorry for my child interference. Life with children. This is how it goes. I adore you. I love you, and I truly believe that you're here for a reason. If this was a contribution for you, please share and like. And If you want to be on my show, I would love to have you so we can really find what are the things that are stopping you from achieving your biggest desires. I will see you next Friday. Have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you soon.